It's Vaishali versus Olga Badelka on the top board of the FIDE Grand Swiss 2025 round number 3. Vaishali with the white pieces opens the game with 1 e4, and she is super aggressive, she's super strong, and she is the defending champion. d6 played here by Badelka. d4, we are going to witness the perk defense here. Knight to f6 played by Olga, and Vaishali now brings her knight out to c3. Pawn comes up to g6, and the idea is to get the bishop out to g7 and castles. Bishop e3. If you think about black setup, it's very similar to the King's Indian setup, but white does not have her pawn on c4, which means that the game is more aggressive in nature. You can see Vaishali just queen d2, looking to long castle here. She's planning to go all out for the attack. a6, keeping the king a little bit flexible in the center, planning to expand on the queen side with b5. a4, stopping the pawn advance there. And now the long side castling ideas little less relevant. Knight to c6 by Olga. And Vaishali now can play this very little move h3, which takes into control the g4 square. It's overall a useful move. She plays bishop to e2. Quite positional for player like Vaishali here. And black castles. Seems like Olga has got a decent position out of the opening. And knight comes out to f3. Of course, Vaishali doesn't want to give up the e3 bishop. So if knight g4, there is bishop g5. That's playable. She goes e5. And now putting pressure in the center, Vaishali quickly pushes her pawn forward to d5. Knight jumps to e7. And now pawn to h3. It's taking away the g4 square, but knight h5, planning for f5 break on the king side. White castles here. And now queen to e8. The point of this move is that you defend the knight on h5 and prepare f5, so that when you take back gf5, there are no tactics with a discovered attack on the knight. Knight h4 played by Vaishali. And f5 is on the board. Badelka playing this well. E takes f5 taken here. You can take back with the pawn. She takes back, and you can see how the queen is defending the knight on h5. Queen d1 by Vaishali, putting pressure on the knight on h5. The knight comes back to f6. The time on the clock, only 14 minutes left for Vaishali. She plays f4 and e4. Slightly committal, but very logical. Queen comes up to d2. And now king to h8. This structure is well known, but it will remain to see who plays it better. King h2. Vaishali has 10 minutes. They have to make 23 more moves before the 30 minutes get added on their clock. Queen f7. Rook a d1 played, defending the pawn on d5, which is slightly weak. And b6 played, maybe trying to get another attacker on d5. But then the f5 pawn could get weak potentially, so bishop b7 not that easy. Rook g1, she does play bishop b7. And now bishop c4, defending the pawn on d5. And queen comes to h5, attacking the knight here. Maybe you can defend it with queen f2. And would love to play g4 at the right time. Rook a e8 played. Black's position does look harmonious, but the f5 pawn is slightly weak. Bishop comes up to d4. And Olga gets her rook to the g file. Vaishali brings the bishop back to e3. And bishop c8. Black is looking confident here, but the next move, bishop e2, is very strong. And in fact, Vaishali finds it. She plays it, and after queen f7 can now go on the offensive with g4, but she has only 1.5 minutes on the clock. She finds it. g4 with just 11 seconds on the clock. She plays it. Brave decision by Vaishali, opening up her king, but look at her 2 pawns now, very strong. Also, the e4 pawn has gotten weak. Knight takes pawn, a blunder here by Badelka. She misses the main point here. Knight takes d5, and now you can see her stopping in her tracks. She has missed the fact that after knight d5, rook d5, queen d5, there is knight g6, h6, and queen h4 with a mate. She takes the knight, and Vaishali instantly takes rook d5. No queen d5 possible. Check here, and a mate to the king. So bishop b2 played, but now you are a piece down. She jumps with the rook h5. And although time is a little bit of an issue here with just 10 minutes left on the clock, 10 moves still left to be made and only a minute on the clock, but Vaishali is someone who's very, very aggressive and known for her attack. g6 played, beautiful. Queen comes up to f6. And now she takes rook takes on h7. Rook takes. Pawn takes. And now threatening knight g6 check here. d4 played. Wow. And she goes check. King takes h7. If you can't give a check. The queen is looking here, but there is a beautiful move and she finds it, shielding the h4 square. Rook g5. What a move by Vaishali, threatening queen h4. D takes e3. A check comes in, and Olga is now toasted here. Knight e5 check is game over. Finds it. Knight e5 check. King f8, and now just queen h7 is a very powerful move, but there's also rook g8, a discovered attack on the queen, and resignation here. Vaishali wins in a tactical manner against Badelka. What a great game played by the youngster, and she's now the sole leader in the women's tournament with 3 out of 3. A great start to Vaishali's campaign at the FIDE Grand Swiss 2025, and this game showed her bravery in time pressure. With just 1.5 minutes, she found all the best moves, g4 and so on, and managed to beat her strong opponent. We actually managed to interview Vaishali after the game, and this is what she had to say about her victory.
Vaishali, you are 3 out of 3 leading the women's section in the Grand Swiss. How are you feeling?
Actually, I'm not very happy with my game today. I was worse just out of the opening, and yeah, she played this bit modern line. I was not expecting this, and yeah, I knew a few setups, but I could not recollect any of them properly. I was just trying to play on my own, and I just landed up in a worse position. She got a very comfortable position, and I didn't have much of plan. I was just playing like bishop d4, bishop e3, and yeah, I was very lucky that she blundered this knight d5, like rook d5 trick, because queen d5, knight g6 and queen h4 was made. So yeah, I was just lucky today.
You are the defending champion in such a strong tournament. Does that add as a pressure to win it again?
Not really. Like previous Grand Swiss already feels like long ago, 2 years back. So a lot of things happened in between, and yeah.
Is there any special kind of mental preparation you have done for this tournament this year?
Yeah, I don't know, like this year my results have been not so good. I dropped a lot of rating, and yeah, I'm just trying to keep it simple, like to play fresh and just try to focus on the game and to enjoy the game mainly.
As you mentioned, today's game might not be your favorite, but you are 3 out of 3. So which of the first two games would you consider your favorite or the smoothest game you have played this tournament?
Yesterday was a very smooth game. A short one too. Yeah, she went for this bishop, f4 early in the opening, and yeah, got this f5 and d5 trick. It was very nice to play because I think she was opening like knight f5, knight f5, but she has queen d5 and queen c5. Because of d5, this whole line doesn't work for white, and yeah, our king got stuck in the center, and it was a very smooth win. Also in the first game, like it was about equal from the opening, but yeah, when I got chances, I think I took those chances, and yeah, when I got winning position, I converted it very smoothly. Yeah, first two games were quite good.
Right, you are playing on the second board. I'm sorry, on the top board. Your brother is also playing on the top board, and we could see when the spectators get a chance to enter, your mother coming and see both of you at the top boards of two different tournaments. Does that is that a moment of great pride for you as a family?
Yeah, definitely. That both of us can compete at the highest levels. It's definitely a great moment for our family, and it's nice our mother also accompanies us to every tournament. And some of this year, both me and Prag could not travel so much together. Both of us had different tournaments. Like he was playing GCT freestyle tournaments and other strong round robin tournaments, and I had my Grand Prix. So this is probably the second tournament of the year we are traveling together, and it's always nice that all of us can travel together, and it's fun also outside chess. So yeah, I'm very blessed in that way.
Absolutely. We see Prag get up off the board and walk a lot. You are like like you stay calm, focused in your board. Do you get a chance to even see Prag's game?
Last 2 days I was checking his game on the screen. I was not really getting up on the board. Today I didn't get chance. Like I spent a lot of time on the opening. Yeah, I had so much worry about my game, so I didn't have much time to even check the screen actually. Yeah, he's playing against Gelfand sir. I think it's getting interesting, so we'll watch it later.
Right. Wonderful, 3 out of 3, Vaishali. All the very best for the rest of the round, and congratulations for today.
Thank you.